The reason I really like this school is because I really like the teaching.
I really do think that all of the staff, though, do such a great job encouraging their kids, but just looking and having fun with them.
The academics, all of those things are important. However, if you don't have the character or the good values, what good are those things?
Is our plate the values that we want kids to be representing and upholding in their life? How do we want to help them learn to navigate through situations with things like courage and compassion for others? How do we want to build responsibility, and what does that look like from the youngest grades up through the oldest grades?
I think a lot of our classrooms have those really positive, proactive routines of the morning meeting, our literacy block, our turn and talk. That's a really big part of our literacy right now. And so just talking to their partner about the topic, they literally teach kids how to turn your body towards them, make that eye contact, take turns in sharing and talking and listening, being an active listener. And so all of that really connects well with how you listen with kindness.
So every month we meet together in a classroom. We share a story together that deals with the character trait of the month. We have discussions about ways we've shown that in our own lives and here at school, make those connections. And then we usually do an activity or some type of service to others.
I think it motivates them because then they can think about what they said and remember it all day and through the year, so they can just keep on working on that character trait.
Our curriculum that we've adopted for ELA, and we have a new math curriculum coming next year. I think what's really beautiful about both of those curriculums is that they build in character, they build in community, they build in leadership opportunities. This place practices what it preaches. This place lifts each other up in times of hardship. We come every day checking in on each other, talking about life, sharing lesson plans, sharing activities, the joy, the excitement, the ups and downs that come with a job where it is just the hard work.
We found service for every student to do as part of the work because we felt like it was a really important way for all kids to contribute to our community. So finding opportunities for everybody to engage in it in a developmental way is, I think, a piece we're really focused on, whether that's helping wash windows and clean lunch tables and pick up the lost and found. We want kids to feel so immersed in our community that that's work they want to do instead of work they have to do. And so we continue to find opportunities for kids to practice those things because we feel like it's really, really important.
Especially when we talk about things like a growth mindset and perseverance, and just really when things get hard to just kind of dig in. And yep, it's gonna be hard and it's okay if it's hard, but then to keep going, ask for help. We talk about strategies for what do I need in this moment, who can help me, and just connecting with some of those things too.
We talk a lot about perseverance and resilience within our own thinking, within what we speak, with what we hold in our heart. It kind of all gets tied together, and I think when kids see that if I have belief in myself or I give belief to someone else, look at where we go together as a team. I've watched my class this year, even in simple games that we play, just cheering each other on.
The conviviality here of the staff, the administration, all the staff, not just the teachers, the way they work together is a joy to me.
It's a priority to keep helping children grow into the best version that they can be.
When we talk about the heart of what it is to be someone that people want to follow, right? So it's kind of taking that ability to say, am I doing things in a way that is right and good and makes me feel accomplished, but also has others wanting to follow me for the good reasons. And I think leadership might look like helping someone in need in the hallway when you notice a younger student maybe in tears, asking, are you okay? What can I do to help you? I think leadership comes from that intrinsic motivation to say, I am someone who can help, I am someone who can do good.
Character is kind of just embedded in all the things. It's the people, it's how we interact with each other, how we model it for kids, how we teach it, but at the same time it's, greeting the students in the morning, giving them that hug. They know that this is a safe place for them to be, helping them through their ups and downs. So we're looking for ways for kids to branch out in our community, in our school, kind of the bigger ripple of possibly in our world, just living out some of those character traits in service and helping others in the community. So this year we kind of shifted to some more smaller groups, so we're able to do a little bit more intentional work. We've gone to our local nursing home, we delivered Valentine's and did some flower arranging with some of the residents in the memory care unit, Feed My Starving Children.
What's been wonderful is to see those academic scores grow through that work while also seeing it directly tied to character. And so you can walk into classrooms and see sentence stems on the wall of I disagree because, or I agree because, and to hear kids have dialogue while not agreeing on the same point but in a really positive and purposeful way feels like a huge life skill. And so for them to be doing that work within the academics is great. But again, our state report card has grown, we see proficiency scores growing. Our district uses what's called a wildly important goal, where we have this objective that in a 3-year span, 100% of our students at the elementary level are proficient on their reading benchmark or exceed their yearly growth. And this year I got to celebrate with some teachers that they had 100% of their students in their classroom who either are proficient or are exceeding a year's growth by the end of the year. And that just feels super exceptional to me that, yeah, we're not all proficient yet, but we're getting there, we're closing the achievement gap, and that feels really, really important. To see that reflected in the data that teachers are collecting is awesome.